Hi, careerists. It's Kimberly Robb Baker, Chief Career Storyteller and Career Branding Coach at thislittlebrand.com. And I'm here to you today to talk about a different kind of storytelling. We work with business storytelling and careers at This Little Brand, and a lot of that is about figuring out how your story intersects with what the market needs and how it interplays with their story. There's another story at play here, which is possibly the most important, and that is the story that you, as a careerist, as someone managing your career proactively, the story you have about yourself and your career. And it's critical to examine what narrative you're telling yourself about who you are and why your career is going, how it's going, and where you see it heading in the future. And I really love it. I don't know if you've seen this meme that goes around. There's a house cat, a little orange house cat, looking in the mirror, and the reflection that the house cat sees is this glorious lion. And that's how we should all feel going into managing our careers, whether we're in a transition or whether we're working at being the best that we can in our current role. And I do have one little tip. There's so many ways to explore this, but one amazing tip to figure out what's going on is to change that, to transform that so that you can be that lion, is to think about what are your greatest weaknesses. As you look at your goal, what are your greatest weaknesses? And then how can you flip that into an advantage? So it's not something you're obfuscating. It's not something, you're hiding behind your back. It's something, maybe you can see me here. It's something that you're proud of, and it gives you an advantage out there for the right situation. What are examples of this? Sometimes I work with a lot of executives and people who've been in their careers for a while, so age is a big thing. And that's one that's so fun to flip on its head because, wow, at least the people that are attracted to the work that we do here anyway, they're very exciting and cutting edge and all of the things that you think people who are ageist have a problem with about age, it's exactly flipped. So, what are the concerns about people who are older? Maybe they will be too expensive, or maybe I've had, taking away from the executive conversation, I've had healthcare salespeople worry about being old when they're in their 40s because there's a tendency in healthcare sales to hire young, classically attractive people and think that, job is checked off. Okay, so how do you flip that around? Well, first of all, as soon as the whole cutting edge, you're behind the times thing is disproven as soon as you start talking about the cutting edge things that you've done, the relevant training you've done, the speaking and writing that you've done, proving that you're a thought leader and someone people turn to find out what's next in your industry and in your space. In terms of like the pharmaceutical exec people, what we found digging, and this is a trend, I've worked with a lot of healthcare people, this is a trend where if you really dig deeply, healthcare is complicated, whether you're selling pharmaceuticals or medical equipment. A lot of my healthcare salespeople actually go in and know how to do surgeries and advise surgeons while they're in the middle of surgeries. This is complicated stuff. And having those couple of decades of experience means so much to the clinicians and the administrators if you can walk in there with a sense of authority, a sense of I can help you have better outcomes for your patients. I can help you optimize the business side of things. So, oh, there goes my phone. It means I've been talking too long. So that's the main point here. Flip that narrative. Think about what you're most sensitive, what you'd like to hide about your career or your job search, and figure out how that can be an advantage. And if you want more inspiration, come on over and visit us at thislittlebrand.com.